Well, the dark man has come to scare you, my girl. Can't say whether he comes from this world, so you tell yourself that he's just a smoke swirl that only works for a while. For he's made of things too deep and too wild, and you can't turn him back with the mind of a child. For sure, his intentions are ugly and vile, though you don't know just what they are.
Yep, sorry. I saw it go, steam is starting, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Hi,
everyone.
We're on. We're on.
We're here. We're here. Just like you always wanted us to be.
We actually made it. Yay,
Deshauna and Chris, both the two of you guys saved our asses for this week.
Well done.
Which is great.
Happy to.
So, real quick to bring everybody back to where we ended off last week. Our intrepid group had butchered and taken the big bad wolf. They ran in with the 6 dwarves, who invited them to come to their compound and eat the wolf with them, which they all did, except for Lena. Being a tree person, was like, yeah, I don't want any wolf. And it turns out there was definitely something going on there, because everybody except Lena fell asleep in their food, including the 6 dwarves. Lena, as she's going, what? A voice came from behind her and said, come with me if you want to live. Kind of a thing.
But it didn't sound like this.
But it didn't sound like this. Anyway, and it sounded young and kind of sweet, and she got pulled in with this voice. It turned out that this voice was coming from a mirror. So now Lena is inside a mirror, looking out on like a small amphitheater. And in the center of the amphitheater is a glass coffin. And in that coffin, she can vaguely see that there is a body with hair black as ebony, skin white as snow, lips red as blood. And standing opposite where the mirror is in the coffin, up on a dais, is a dwarf that is a little taller than the other dwarves. And he is wearing something much like what I'm wearing today. He has very tribal face paint going along with what looks like blood splashed down his chin and his chest, and he's chanting something you can't hear through the mirror. And as that happens, Lena, you turn and look and you see movement. Roll me a perception check.
Okie dokie. Oh, I don't have very good perception. I rolled a 4. It's more than 4, but it's 8 actually.
Okay. Okay. There was movement that distracted you, and then you looked. You couldn't really tell what it was, and because you were distracted and you missed it. I mean, if you're in a freaking mirror, no wonder you're feeling a little disoriented, and you see suddenly placed in kind of a circle around the coffin, and you're not sure now. You missed how they got there. Sorry. Your teammates and the 6 dwarves sleeping soundly, laying on the ground around the coffin.
Okay.
And the spirit says, I'm not sure what to do. Do you turn and look at the spirit?
Yes.
Okay. It's standing slightly behind you as you're looking out of the mirror, and what you see looks very much like a child.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of androgynous.
Mm-hmm.
Pale skin, not really any hair, so you can't really tell if there's a gender or not. But it's clearly a little translucent, just barely. Clearly a spirit, but a child spirit with a very innocent voice, and it says, "Oh, I don't like this part. Can you do something?"
And who are you? What could I do?
I'm I'm the mirror. And
Oh.
and I can talk, but I can also go into shiny things and see places around. But I can't really do anything since I've been put in the mirror.
So how did you get in here?
I don't remember. It's been a really long time.
Oh, well, that's. I mean, I'm sorry you had this
Yeah.
happen to you.
Yeah, the queen, she tells me that I was her child at one point. And but I don't remember that. So I'm not really sure if that's metaphorical or if that's literal. So anyway, but can you do something? I really don't like this part, and that's why they make me watch.
Well, okay, so I'm confused. Is this happening now, or is this about to happen?
Well, it's a mirror. It's showing what's happening right now.
Okay. I'm just not really sure. What is this dwarf doing?
Oh, they didn't tell you.
No.
Well, you see, they had their mother, and she died, and they didn't want her to die, and so all the dwarves, they've been working to keep her alive, but now there's almost no dwarves left.
How many were there to start with?
Oh, I don't know, hundreds.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're using these people and the dwarves to what? Feed her life force or something?
Something like that. Yeah.
Is there any way
And
to
just
wake them
then-
up?
As you're saying that,
Yeah.
all of a sudden the dwarf out there chanting,
Uh-huh. Okay.
and that happens, and this is like, oh, I really don't like this, and she turns away from he turns away
Is
from
there
the glass.
anything I can do from this mirror? Or like I'm in here, right? Like I don't know what I can affect in the
No, you
outside
don't.
world.
But you can certainly try.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to see what, Okay, I need a touch. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know if I can affect anything. Can I put a spiritual weapon next to this dwarf and just have it hit him to distract him from what he's doing?
You can try.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
You cast spiritual weapon,
Yeah?
and it actually materializes right next to you, right on this side of the glass.
So I can't get through.
If you have a spiritual weapon, you can do something.
Okay, I haven't the faintest idea what to do here.
Okay.
um,
I'll leave you
Okay.
thinking about that while you have this weapon. What does it look like? Does it look like a hammer?
no, it looks like a broom.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. I rolled a natural 20.
Mirrors break.
Okay. If I break this mirror, though, what happens to the child here?
You don't know.
Okay.
Maybe it gets set free.
Okay. I will be thinking about that.
All right. And while you're thinking about that, you're going, all the rest of you, you're groggy, you're sleepy.
Mm.
My crown fell off when I
crap.
fell asleep.
What? Huh?
Okay.
Are we in the same place?
Nope, you're not. You're actually
I have the
laying
meat
there, bound. You start to, oh crap, I can't move.
Nope, hate
Um,
this. Nope.
Yep, and you're all kind of laying around. If you look around this sides of this glass coffin in this little arena, or amphitheater or something. And you see that the dwarves are also bound, laying in between you.
What are we bound with?
Try to look, and it looks like not magic. Looks like straight out like chains for the moment. And as you start to come to and you're starting to realize this, you realize that you're hearing chanting. You look up, and there is a slightly taller dwarf number 7, standing there.
This
And
is
he
very
shouts.
important.
Yes.
Drog.
Where are the chains? How are they set up?
Okay.
Yep.
They're actually just like, you're almost cocooned in them. There's so many.
Okay.
Very, very.
Roll
comical.
away.
Huh? Roll away. Okay.
We're all sitting together. I'll just.
Okay. You
Can I,
start
like,
to roll away. Mm-hmm. What do you? What,
Slip-
Shauna?
I was sorry. I was just gonna ask if I can slither out of mine. Cause I'm a rogue. I'm supposed to be slithery, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
Roll me
do
a
this first.
slithery check.
A slithery check. Would that be acrobatics? Like.
Yeah.
Ooh, 19 on the dice plus I think it's 2 for acrobatics.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
you're
sorry,
not
5.
getting. Yeah, you're not getting out of the chains, but you're able to scritch yourself around and get up on your feet.
Okay.
Um.
That's a
and-
24. Sorry.
Yeah. And stuff, and so you're actually. You're still bound, but you're mobile.
At least
And-
I can be on my feet.
And as you do that,
I'm gonna attempt.
what did it take to break it? Okay, because things are happening all at the same time here. As you're waking up, there's like, "Wah!" He yells. Chris rolls away. Shauna rolls to her feet. What do you do, Alex?
I'm going to attempt to break them. I have a +10. To
Okay. There you go. Do it.
That is an 18 on the dice. That's a 28.
Yep. And so
Awesome.
you're just, as you guys are sitting here watching, you see the Minotaur over there. He's like laying there. He's not trying to roll. He's not trying to move. He just goes. And sure enough, the chains bend and bend and bend, and it's just like this shattering. And you hear the ting 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 of all of the little chain pieces falling to the ground. And you are now unbound. Ellie, what do you do?
How close is Chris to me?
He's
rolling away,
yeah, he's not right close to you because the dwarves are in between you guys.
but within 30 feet.
Oh yeah, you're all within 30 feet of each other because you're
Oh,
all around this coffin.
So I'm gonna twin a spell and cast enlarge, and I'm gonna enlarge myself and enlarge Chris,
Nice.
and
So
we're
you
gonna
guys go-
burst out of this shit.
Okay. So you do.
And
You
it's
cast enlarge, and
terrifying.
both of you start to enlarge. And you know what? That fucking hurts.
I'm sure it
It
does.
hurts a lot as those chains dig in and dig in and dig in and dig in, and then they finally give.
Yeah.
Each of you take 6 points of damage,
okay.
That's not
Yeah.
too bad.
Fair
but you
enough.
are now free.
And now we also have a giant stone creature.
Yes, a giant stone creature.
Am I just like me size now? Like what does enlarge do to
Enlarge
me?
puts you, I believe, to the next level up. So now you're actually like a regular sized
Yeah,
creature
you're
from a
you're a medium
tiny. So
creature.
you're
like
like
hobbit size.
yeah, you're like a hobbit or a dwarf now.
Still never been this short.
Yeah. And at this point, the dwarf shouts, "You will not stop us from bringing back the mother!" And he screams out a word to you. And okay. And as he does this, is anybody looking at him, or are you all focused on getting out
I'm
of your
a
chains?
little distracted.
Yeah.
I was
Wow.
focused on getting away, so
Mhm.
no, I'm not looking at him.
I'm probably
Okay.
looking at him because I just stood up and that was all I did.
All right.
Um,
Do I have an option to do something before he does this? Like, since I
Well, because it
broke
all
out?
happened at the same time. So before you see what happened, as you're breaking out, so now we go into initiatives.
Okay.
And that point, your surprise round was breaking out
Okay.
because he did not expect that. So now we are at
Okay.
initiatives.
Oh, yes.
So real quick, do the dwarves around us, one, are they awake? Do they look like they've agreed to this bullshit, or
They're chained just like you, and they are waking up just like you were,
so
but they're a
that's
little
bunch of the note.
groggy and disoriented. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want my initiative as well?
Yes, absolutely, because you're right there.
You are there? Okay.
Well, she's
Well, you
there
can't see me.
on the other side of the mirror. Oh, maybe they can though. They haven't looked yet.
Oh, okay, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You don't
I
know.
didn't roll very well, actually, so.
Oh yeah? What did you roll?
I rolled a
Beat the
7.
Okay, so is that your initiative, Jody?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I have a +0. Woohoo!
Nice. Ellie, what was your initiative?
That was a nat 1.
Oh.
So a 3, because that's a good time to nat 1.
Yep. There you go. There you go. How about you, Alex?
18.
18. How about Shauna?
24.
And
They're
Chris?
just liking me
Dirty
today.
20.
A dirty 20. Nice. All right, and the dwarves' initiative. Fucking dwarves. His initiative is 8. All right. So, now that we've done our surprise round, now we go into initiative. Shauna, you're first.
Okay. Sorry, what is the guy doing again?
He said, "You will not stop us from waking the mother."
Um,
And he says a word in a language you don't understand. That you assume that whatever that was will happen on this next round.
okay. I'm going to cast sleep on him. If I can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and cast sleep on this guy.
Okay. What is the save?
I'm trying to find out. Sorry, 1 second. This spell sends creatures in a roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. So,
Okay.
I'll roll that shit. Hold on 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, but that's how many it can affect. If you don't
And then
want
they
to
get a
roll
save.
anybody else.
You're
Yeah,
only
you have to roll it.
aiming at him, right?
Yeah, if you're just aiming it, you don't have to roll anything. Unless you want other people to fall asleep.
I'm mostly just him. I was aiming it
Okay.
at him. But it doesn't say.
It should have a save against it.
Yeah. I'm
So like
DC.
15 con or
Your
components, range, casting time, duration, source.
doesn't have your spell save DC.
No. Doesn't say anything.
Should
are
be,
you on D&D Beyond? Should be right at the top.
Yeah, that's why I was looking.
Go in your spells tab. It should be underneath the first part of description.
Okay. Yeah, I found it. There we go. It's 14.
Okay.
So, not hard, but I'm going to try.
Is it wisdom, constitution?
It
It's
is.
Constitution, I believe.
Yeah, it's con.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's con.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. He rolls a 4.
Woo! Actually, depends on what his
What's
adjective
the amount?
is.
Right. What is the number of hit points that you can put to sleep?
It's 4d8, so whatever that is.
Okay, roll it.
5d8, sorry.
No, that's hit dice.
Hit
You don't
dice,
roll-
not
Right.
hit
Oh,
point.
5d8.
Yeah.
Okay.
That means if he's
I'm trying.
Because his hit dice are 5d8 plus 10.
Okay, so I should be able to put him to sleep if he fails, because he's 5d8 exactly, which is exactly how much I can do.
Right. So yeah, he falls asleep. He's like, and he says the word and then slumps to the ground.
Be like, no! That's what I'll say when I
Do
cast
you do
it.
a move action?
I'm gonna... I'm still chained up, so I've got my feet so I can walk, but I'm just gonna
Well-
try and, like, back up so that I can't get surrounded, and then try and wiggle out of the chains.
Okay. The to wiggle out of these chains will be a full action, so you'll have to do that next round.
That's
If you
fine.
want to,
Yeah.
but at least you're able to get your fingers out and your voice to get your somatic.
Oh,
points, 'cause
I've
none
got
of
like
you
a
are-
finger through the chain.
Yes,
No!
none of you are gagged. All right.
Excellent.
So you move back just a little bit. Okay. Next is Alex.
No.
Or no, next is Chris. I'm
uh-huh.
sorry.
So
Chris.
I'm checking for things I have.
Okay.
What is on me?
Surprisingly, they didn't take anything off of you, which makes no sense.
So I've got my bow.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Actually,
well,
I take it back. You don't have your weapons because those were separate from you. You set those down to eat. But all the stuff that you actually
Oh,
had
I
on your
did
physical
not.
body. Oh, yeah.
yeah, I would never just set my weapons down to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I would.
They're like slung over your back. If it was slung over your back, it's still there.
Yeah, there is no comfort. Like, I know how this works.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Okay, I would pull my bow and I would turn around and look for the guy and go,
See that he's slumping to the ground asleep.
well, I was gonna kill the guy. Okay. And I will walk over. What just happened?
Okay, where are you walking to?
To
To him?
I'm walking over to where he is, yeah.
All right.
And I still have the arrow trained on him.
Okay, you go over there,
Like, I'm not gonna
And-
release, but
and you see that he is asleep. But roll me a perception check. Actually, roll me a knowledge arcana, which is intelligence.
oh good. Perception, I'm great. Yeah, that's a 13.
Okay.
None of this is strength, right?
No.
Okay. Just so you know, you have advantage on strength and strength saving throws right now.
Yeah. Not yet. This is a knowledge arcana, and you got a what? I'm sorry.
A 13.
A 13, and you look at it and you go, your knowledge of actual magic is a little more limited than your knowledge of game magic, but there's still like almost like a sheen on his hands as he's laying there. You're not really sure what that means.
This guy's got magic all about him. We should probably disarm the crap out of him.
Gag him!
Okay. All right, so you start patting him down and take all of his stuff.
Start taking all of his stuff and I'm going to bind him. Does anybody have rope that's,
Not broken?
normal size?
Do we have more chains lying around?
Are we still in initiative?
Yeah. So
Well,
he
then
just did his move action. He's got an actual action, which you can use, which you've used now to search him, and you're talking about binding him.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it is Alex's turn.
Did I find anything? Taking
did.
anything off?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
I'm going to use my channel divinity to bind him.
Okay. All right. And how does that bind
And
him?
since he's asleep, he
Doesn't
doesn't
get a
get a
save,
save, so he is just automatically restrained
All right. Very nice. Very nice.
by
However, that is an action on him. Does it wake him up? I would believe.
If
it
it's
doesn't do any damage.
yeah, it shouldn't wake him up unless it's damage. Let me check.
He is
Back in my
restrained.
old days, it was if you cast a spell on them, that would wake them up too.
It just depends on
It
this.
doesn't say.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sleep
We'll
should
say
say.
that it doesn't. That it doesn't. Yeah, it should say if what it is that wakes them up. But
But vines just come out magically out
And
of the
just go-
ground and just
yeah, you see
restrain
that,
him. Yeah.
Chris. You hear the Minotaur say something, and all of a sudden, vines come out of the ground and start like wrapping this guy up.
So this probably looks a little weird, but I'll turn to Godfrey and be like, sweet. Thumbs
He's
up.
like huge.
As he's like towering over everything, like, Sweet, man.
Well, we're actually both probably the same size.
Yeah.
Because we're both large creatures.
Yes.
So it's like,
Are you like an extra large creature right now? Like,
Sweet, bro.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you do any moves or anything?
I'll
bonus
saunter
action?
over there to him too.
Okay, so you're both standing right there. All right, now it is the dwarves' turns, the other dwarves, and they are bound. But you see them sitting up there, like going, no, because if he's up, then he can stop her when she's full.
What?
What?
Yeah,
That was
everybody
Jim
just
that was saying that.
resounding what?
oh
Yeah.
no.
And they're like,
Stop her
no,
when
come on,
she's full?
come on. They told us we were the last. That's another one. This is two girls. Like, we weren't supposed to be used. We weren't supposed to be used like this. It's not fair. It's not right. And the other one's like, Stim is going, I knew it was going to come to this. I just knew it was going to come to this. But that's okay. If it brings Mother back, I'm ready.
Somebody speak.
But none of them can
Well,
get out.
one of you make like just. I'm gonna attempt to intimidate
Okay.
I'm
and just be like in a very just stern, demanding voice, just like, will one of you make sense? And just like.
I am totally backing you up on this. If I could give you the help action, I would, but I think I already went, so I can't.
Yeah. And then they're like, no, and it's clear that they're having some mixed emotions. And finally, Jim turns to you. He's over on the other side, kind of by where Shauna was, but he's like says to you, and he says like, no, they use us to wake her up. It only lasts for a little while, but during the time that she's awake, it's so wonderful. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Use
Wait,
you how?
It's worth being killed? I'm assuming that's what was happening.
No, we become part of her.
In what way?
Hell
Yeah,
no.
okay.
Yeah, I object to this shenanigans.
And then Joe over there is going, I don't want to. There's not enough. There's not enough of us.
I go over to Joe and I'm gonna help him out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can't yet, but you.
But I will.
next
That's
time.
my
But you will.
that's my next thing. Unless something crazy happens. And
All right. And now it is Jazz.
Wrong game.
Lena's turn.
Lena.
Lena's turn.
Okay, I am breaking this mirror as much as I am able to do. I am going to
Try and break the mirror.
apologize to the child. I'm sorry. I need to get out of here, and you shouldn't be stuck in here. And I'm going to break that glass as much as
Okay.
I,
Okay, roll to hit it.
Okay.
It's your spiritual weapon or whatever you're hitting it with.
18 on the dice.
That hits a pretty stationary thing pretty nicely. Roll your damage.
Okay. Let me see what that damage would be.
There we go.
And can I find it? Okay.
Cat, no, Eep, no, you're tangled. Rebel, stop.
8 points of damage.
Sorry.
Okay. It's glass, and it completely shatters.
Okay.
Sort of.
Okay.
You know how when it first it cracks, but it doesn't fall out.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to either hit it again or push it. It
Uh,
did crack. It did break.
I'm gonna push it because the spiritual weapon is a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm now going to push it.
To push the glass out,
Yeah.
roll me a dexterity save.
Okay. 14 plus 0. 14.
All right. You do. You get it pushed right on out there. You do cut your hand a little bit, take 2
Okay.
points of damage,
Okay.
but you manage to do it, and you manage to not fall out on your face as you fall. out,
Nice. Okay.
you know? You
I'll take
manage-
that.
Do you catch yourself?
Yes.
And that is your full action, except for move. You have a move.
Okay. If I move, does the spiritual weapon come with me?
It goes
Or-
where you decide.
Okay.
think it's a
How far away
bonus
am I
action.
from everyone?
You're about 30 feet away from them on the other side of the amphitheater. So you're about 60 feet away from him, from the other dwarf, from the big dwarf.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to get closer.
Okay.
But I'm kind of looking back to see what happened to the mirror.
Okay, so you're going to do that instead?
Okay, the
Choices.
I know. Okay, she is worried about this child. Okay, I am worried about this child and what's going to
Okay.
happen if the glass is broken. Her spiritual weapon is moving forward.
Okay. So you're moving the weapon forward
Yes.
30 feet, and you're looking back to see what the child's doing, right?
Yes.
You see it there in the glass, and it looks frightened, but it's still on the other side of the glass.
Okay,
not
I'm going to hold
coming
my
out.
hand out.
And it goes, I can't,
Why not?
because I'll go away.
Oh. Okay, well. We'll figure this out.
Okay.
I guess that's it for me.
All right, Ellie.
So I'm testing a theory
Okay.
that's gonna look like I'm not doing anything for anyone.
Okay.
But hearing the dwarves say basically she's feeding off of us, I'm just gonna look at Snow, our little snow girl over here, and just drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into her brain.
Okay, so you're looking into the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The top is glass.
Yeah.
And
I don't actually have to see. That was just for flavor.
Right. That there is a body in there, and you're trying to
I do have to see her, but
to send psychic energy into her brain.
Yep. You have to succeed on an intelligence savings throw.
Right. How does that work if her brain is not hers anymore?
It doesn't say that level of specificity.
Okay.
Hence my testing of a theory that answered the theory.
That answers the theory. Yeah, it's like you can't find it. It's like there's nobody there, like she's actually dead.
Cool. Okay. So glad that's a cantrip. I can see Lina though, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna move over to Lina, see the child in the mirror, and go, got it. Kid Snow. Snow, not Snow. This is
Yeah.
not good.
Okay, let me see if you are close enough to get all the way to Lina.
I can
Or if
shout
it's on
it.
the other side. Yeah.
So that's who she should be.
In theory.
Okay. Interesting.
That's the end of 6 seconds. I don't know.
Yeah. And that's the end of that. So now we've skipped Drog's turn because he's asleep. And now we are back at the top of the round, but except something happens. Where his hands are bound, and you saw that little sheen, Chris. All of a sudden there's
Oh
like
yeah,
a,
the magic.
and what you see are little spirit guardians that come poofing out. 5 of them. From his bound hands, where that spell was actually set off last time, and this is just when it comes off with the way I'm doing it.
Interesting.
Right? The spirit guardians, they look kind of like little demonics. You know, kind of fiendish, but they are definitely spirits.
Okay.
They move out 15 feet. And the 2 that are close enough to see for them within that 15 feet are Chris and Alex, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are the 2 that are at Draugr's sleeping form.
Mhm.
All right. I need both of you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Just so you know, you get +5.
Oh, this is big. This is real big. 17 plus
21.
26.
Okay. All right. So both of you make your save, which means that you take whatever percentage of 14 points of damage that you would get. Half damage is the normal amount you would get from saving.
Okay, so half of 14 would be 7, and then half of 7 rounded, I believe, up it is.
Yeah, would
so
be
it'd
4.
be 4.
4.
So you both
Yeah.
take 4 points of damage. And it's necrotic.
Gotcha.
Okay? And that's just from being in the same area as them. That's not actually an attack. Your speed is halved while you're in that section 15 feet around this guy. And that's all they do right now. So now it is Shauna's turn.
I am currently being attacked by my dog. Okay. Okay, do I see this as well? You said I don't think I was close enough.
Well, you're all there's the whole arena is only 60 feet.
Okay.
Cross.
Okay.
So that's not that far. So depending on how much attention you are paying to like your chains or the dwarves, you would probably see it, yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's a 15-foot.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to spend this round getting out of the chains,
Okay.
but I'm going to try and keep myself as aware of what's happening as possible so that I can maybe have a held action for if something comes at me to attack me, I can dodge.
Okay. Roll me. Let's see. What would be for getting out of chains? I
Right.
believe that would be a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Okay. That is a 15.
All right. You do manage to start getting. You don't have them all the way off, but you manage to get your hands free.
Yes. I got
Okay,
my
with a 15.
fingers.
You got your fingers. You got, which makes it getting the rest of them off next turn a lot easier. You could choose to move, hopping around if you wanted, or you can use a bonus action.
What can I do as a bonus action?
There's a lot of things.
As a rogue,
Oh yeah, a lot of
Let's see.
things.
you've got extra actions as a rogue.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to figure out what I can do while I'm because I have to take this whole round to
Get out of your
get out of my.
thing.
Get out of your chains. You can use your bonus action or your move action to try and get them off of your feet.
I will do that. Yep,
All right, I'll let you.
And you get a dash action, I believe.
I
Well,
do.
not when
Yeah,
she's tied up.
yeah, exactly.
So
That's
you have
the
to
problem.
get those off first. Yeah.
God damn
So-
these freaking chains, mother friggin'.
The air starts turning blue around Shauna.
Rage.
Okay, so you managed to get them off your legs, and you are free. You are free. Next round, you'll be able to actually be effective. It'll be great.
Yay!
And so now it is Chris's turn.
Okay, Chris is gonna move out of the Spirit Guardian area.
Okay, so which is just 15 feet from him.
Yeah, I will back up towards where the glass broke, I guess.
Okay, which is on the opposite side, so that's 60 feet from you.
Okay, but I mean, I'm just
Going in that direction.
going in that
So
direction.
how far?
My full movement. I'm-
Okay, so 30 feet.
I'm disengaging.
Okay, disengaging 30 feet. He's asleep. He can't get an opportunity
But
to
the
attack.
spirit weapons or the
Yes,
spirit guardian.
yes, they will, but they're not really good at this. But they will.
So whenever I disengage, they don't.
Well, I think
Mhm.
the way it works is if you end your turn in the
Is that how the
area,
spell works?
uh,
I'm
or is it-
unfamiliar with the spell.
Yeah. How does
Yeah.
that work?
It works that if you end your turn, if you take a 5-foot step back out of their reach, they don't get an attack of opportunity. If you move further than that, they do. If you end your turn outside of their sphere, basically, you're disengaging. Now, if you use a disengage action, that's to stop that from happening. That's the point of a disengage action.
Yeah, I knew that. I just
Mhm.
oh okay. Yeah, so yeah, I disengage.
Okay, you disengage. They're just swirling around. They let you go. You move back 30 feet, which puts you right at the coffin, actually.
And you know what? I will bonus action my hunter's mark on the guy.
On the dwarf?
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
because I can do that.
Because you can do that, yeah. So all of a sudden, you see a little mark over him that says, meep, meep, meep. And then we will go to Alex.
What do I want to do? I'm gonna wake up eventually.
Mhm.
He'll be asleep for 1 minute unless we attack him or try to wake him up intentionally.
So that's, yeah, okay.
So that's 10 rounds.
10 rounds, yep.
And we're 2 in. We're now at the second one.
I was just like trying to figure out exactly what I want to do to him.
Is it raining death upon his head? Because,
Hallelujah.
I mean,
It wouldn't suck.
I'm kind of for it, but also you're going to take some damage if you stay there.
Yeah. I'm just going to cast heroism on myself.
Okay. And you're staying within that 15-foot radius
Yeah.
around him? Okay.
Heroism gives me 5
Mm-hmm.
temporary hit points at the beginning of each of my turns.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just gonna stand there in case he wakes up. Then I'm gonna beat the living shit out of him unless he wants to
Okay.
talk.
All right. All right. The spirits keep moving around you. You feel slower, but you're not taking damage right this second. You took it at the top of the round. And we move on to the next turn, which would be Drug, who is asleep. So now we go to the dwarves, who are struggling to get out of their chains. Some of them, 2 of them seem to not be struggling. They seem to be kind of resigned to their fate or something. But the other 4 are definitely struggling to get out of their chains. Do they succeed? Why can't I write like that for the other bad guys? All right. 3 of the 6 do actually manage to make it out of their chains. And that would be Duger, Joe, and Mike. Kind of the stronger ones. And they stand up and begin moving, watching the coffin with kind of big scared eyes, moving back towards the edges of the arena. So they'll take their full movement back towards the edges of the arena, and that's all they do right at this moment. Okay, next is Jasmine. That's because I put a J on here for Jody. I'm going to put an L here.
Okay, good idea.
Okay, there we go. Lena.
Okay, she turns to the child.
Okay.
She holds her hand out and she says, "If you need a vessel, use me. I can bring you to what I think is your body over there."
She says, I can't,
Why not?
because that body's dead.
If only we had a life cleric.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, I have a way that can make it alive. It requires a staff.
Do you have a staff?
I do.
Yeah.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that?
I will ask this when we get to me.
I can make it alive. I can bring you, is that you? If it is, I can bring you back.
It's not. And the amount of disappointment on her face is really strong. It's not.
Can I bring you back without that?
I don't think so. I mean, they buried me. I remembered that. They buried me.
Where did they bury you?
I don't remember.
I don't need your body to bring you back.
Okay.
You know what? This is gonna... We won't be able to use this for a week.
Hopefully none of
nobody
us
die.
will die.
yeah,
Nobody die.
exactly. Nobody die.
Everybody live.
But I do have the ability to resurrect. Either raise dead or resurrection. I'm not sure which one I need.
For raised dead, you need the body.
Okay, so resurrection is without the body.
That's
Okay.
why it's the higher level spell that takes a
Yes.
whole lot longer to come back.
Yes.
That's that.
It takes a month.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking over at Ellie and sort of judging whether she thinks this is a good idea or not. Because I am like I
hold action and then go at the end of the turn if you want.
yeah, I'm gonna take out the staff. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at the child, and I'm gonna hold my action until I'm pretty sure this is, because this is a big decision.
Mm-hmm.
And I want the child to be okay with it too. So,
Okay.
but my spiritual weapon is
Mhm.
moving to the spirit guardians and distracting them.
Okay. Well, it's the way that these spirit guardians work
Mhm.
is it's a bunch of like fiendish looking things just kind of swirling around.
Yeah.
In that 15 feet, they don't actually attack. As soon as the weapon enters that space, then it can take damage. And it
Okay.
is slowed. And so can
A big
spiritual weapon take
broom
damage?
is like
Swirling around.
trying to swat them.
Yeah, very slowly.
I don't know
So
that it
it's
can
a strange
take damage.
it's a strange look, yeah.
It's
So
a
there's
spiritual weapon. It can't take damage.
Right, much like them.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's a strange sight.
Okay.
Fiends a thing, it just slowly fleeing, and the broom is like swatting at them in slow motion, and it's like something out of a really bad Disney movie.
Okay.
If you put this in Fantasia, it would be interesting.
Okay.
And,
But otherwise, I'm holding my action.
all right, Ellie.
So looking at the girl in the mirror,
Uh-huh.
real quick, who are you and what is inside her?
And she says, I'm
I asked her. She couldn't remember.
it's
but-
been a long time. I'm the spirit in the mirror.
We're gonna call you miraculous for a while. And in the meantime, if I hit dispel magic on that thing, is that stuff gonna come out of her?
I don't know. Normally it's something that he does. I can't normally hear it. So I don't know.
Well, we're gonna try. I'm gonna try to dispel magic on Snow in the
In the glass?
yeah.
Okay. And
So is it above a 3rd level spell? I got hair.
okay. So you cast dispel magic. I'm sorry, this is my evil DM laugh.
Oh, great.
Played right into my hands, my precious.
Great.
And
Happy to have
the
everyone.
glass coffin cracks and falls apart as the beautiful, innocent-looking young woman sits up. Imagine there's birds singing in the background and Disney music playing as she sits up for just a moment, and she looks around at you. And then her eyes begin glowing purple, and her face becomes blank and hungry.
Ugh.
And she reaches out to one of the fleeing dwarves that are running towards the thing. And it's not, she doesn't even touch it. It's like she hits it with something. And he screams. And he screams. And then he's sucked dry, and this lifeless husk, withered and empty, falls to the ground.
Which one was that? Which dwarf was that?
That was Mike.
Don't look into the eyes of the idol, guys. Just look
And she stands up and says, in the sweetest voice ever, overlaid with this terrible voice, I hunger.
Nope.
Zombie Snow White! Zombie Snow White!
Zombie Snow White. That is exactly right, with purple glowing eyes.
This is
Same
so
as my
wrong.
eyes.
Dead
I mean,
face.
it's kind of awesome.
So wrong.
Okay, and
So cool.
her initiative.
There you go. Wait, there you go, Tyler. You were looking for what to doodle while this happened? Zombie Snow White is your answer. Just put that out there.
And she
That's a
rolled
good
really
one.
good on her initiative, guys. So next round is going to be an ugly, ugly thing.
All right.
Thank you, Ellie. I appreciate this.
Happy to make it happen. Not even joking. This is dope.
Oh,
There are worse
Okay.
ways to go.
yes.
Yup.
Well, no, there aren't really. You don't know. With the scream that you
Well.
let out, it didn't seem like it felt very good.
Dying in general doesn't feel very
Right,
good, but at
right.
least you can
So-
go out being like, zombie Snow White killed me.
Right?
Yeah.
Drog
How'd
is
you
still
know?
asleep.
Well, Zombie Snow White
Snow
woke
White.
her ass up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. We are at the top of the round. And at the top of the round, who goes first? Snow White with a
Fuck
25.
you! Fuck you!
Damn.
And let's see.
Snow
so
White.
there are
Not actually you.
5 dwarves and 5 of you right now. So that's 10 of you. Which one does she go for? Which one is it?
Yes, roll a 10-sided die.
Okay, so you are Ellie, you're 1, Chris, you're 2, Alex 3, Jody 4, Shauna 5, and the others are dwarves. And I rolled a 10.
So dwarves it is.
Poor dwarves.
So she stands up out of the coffin. Beautiful girl. Or, whatever this is anymore. She stands up and she says, I hunger. And she turns to another dwarf and she reaches out, and it's like he's hit with an invisible force. And he screams in pain. And it actually takes a little bit longer this time for her to suck everything out of him. But poor little tiny the big dwarf, he's like, screaming in agony until his lifeless husk,
Bitch is going
drained and
down.
almost unrecognizable, falls onto the floor. And Joe yells, please don't, we're the last. And then she doesn't take a move action, she just stands there in the coffin for right now. But you'll notice that those beautiful features have become just slightly more monstrous
Makes sense.
with
Grab
those
more
2
dice.
dead bodies.
As she kills people, she gets uglier. Weird.
Yes. Okay.
Real ugly.
Well, it depends on your. It depends on your
Boom
personal
stick.
definition of ugly or pretty. Really.
You found me beautiful once. You got
Yes,
real ugly.
Real ugly.
And Shauna, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to. Am I out of the chains yet?
You got out of the chains last turn. That was your whole
Okay.
turn.
Okay. How far from me is she?
She's about 30 feet from you.
Okay. I am going to. I'm going to attack her with my dagger of
Okay.
badassery, because this thing is freaking awesome.
Nice.
I'm gonna
nice.
fly up to her. I'm going to tag her with it.
Okay.
Get away from her. Everybody get away from her. Wait.
That
Okay.
is a 23.
Okay. That definitely hits.
Okay. It's not that much damage. However,
Okay.
if she casts a spell this round at all for like a bonus action or something? I don't know if it will negate that. Ooh, that's good. 4 plus 6, 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and get the freak out of there.
Okay. Does your bonus action give you more movement than your 30 feet? Because you moved 30 feet to get to her.
Well, I'm flying technically, so it's whatever my fly speed is.
Okay,
or
which
fly,
is
which is
I think
like
it's
100.
50.
I think
Or is it-
something like that. Yeah.
No, that's if you're a full move. It's
Yeah, yeah.
120, but your
I'm only
normal move
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like
so-
60.
yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
So yeah,
So
so,
that-
you can disengage.
Sweet.
Um,
And I flip her
but
off.
well, do you have disengage as a skill?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then you can totally disengage, and fly back. Thank God for being a rogue.
Sweet.
All right, 10 points of damage.
I
She
flip her
doesn't
off
seem
as
to
I'm going
really.
back.
You can't really. It doesn't seem. You can see the stab that you made right
That's
there on
fine.
her arm. It's not bleeding though.
That's okay.
Now it is Chris. Chris, you have a sleeping dwarf. You have a standing fairy tale princess. You have several running dwarves. 2 dwarves still in their chains. And your friends all around there.
And I'm gonna take a chance.
Okay.
Flesh to stone
Ooh.
On her.
on her.
Okay. What is the save on that?
That is a great question because it comes from the bow, not from me.
Ah. Okay.
So it's as if cast by a 10th level mage. So
Right.
I don't know what that would be.
So it's like a 17.
It's nasty, whatever it is.
It is nasty.
Well done.
All right. And what does it do if they make their save?
That's a good question.
Actually, you know what? Doesn't matter.
She made it.
No, she didn't actually.
Oh,
So, but it's not, I mean, I designed this carefully for you guys. It hits her. And all of a sudden, we have a statue of a fairy tale princess. And it goes with glowing purple eyes and looks at you.
and I fly away.
Yes.
How far? How
Uh,
far? You have 60 foot of movement. You could get to the edge of the arena and exit it if you wanted to.
Further than 20 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the edge, and then I'm gonna take my bonus action
Okay.
and move the hunter's mark onto her.
Sweet.
Okay. Wonderful.
And
Alright.
I'm in the air,
Okay.
going
Wonderful. And now we are at Alex.
Thanks.
Standing there next to the dwarf, slowed.
Whew. That is a. I'm going to.
And I just have to say, thank you guys. Ellie woke her up. Chris gave her a better armor class.
Oh God. That's okay.
Everybody get away from her.
her. But if we hit her and something breaks, it actually breaks.
It actually breaks.
This is true.
Fair.
So keep that in mind.
But if we get close, I get to roll the thing.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
But stay away, otherwise I hurt all of you. I don't have enough d4s to roll with what I want to do.
Nice.
What a fun problem to have.
All right.
That's not a terrible problem.
No.
It would lend you, but
This is like the worst Snow White ever. Or the best, depending on your...
might be the best. I'm not sure.
Might be the best. Might be the best. She's eating her own dwarves.
I'm going to. I don't even need to move. Actually, take me out. So yeah, I'm going to Misty Step
Okay.
out of
Nice
the
bonus action.
range.
Nice. That takes you 30 feet.
Yep, out of the 15-foot range of this.
Mm-hmm.
Where is she?
She's in the coffin, literally 30 feet away from you. You could Misty
Okay.
step right up to her if you wanted.
I'm going to Misty Step, right up to her.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast, since she cannot move, I will cast Moonbeam right on top of her.
Okay. And tell me what Moonbeam does?
It just does 2d10 damage, and it stays there as long as I concentrate.
What kind of damage, though?
Oh, that is true.
I believe it's radiant.
Yes, it may do extra damage, and I believe you are correct. 2d10 radiant damage. Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Roll your 2d10 and double it.
Okay. Do-do-do-do. That is... I got 10. Nice. Oh wait, no, it's just 2d10 and double it. All right, so that is 24 damage.
Okay. You see the stone that his body just kind of melts just a little bit. And
Like
she
sense
definitely
elastic.
takes some damage. And her head turns around to look at you.
Oh god.
And now it is...
Did you move? Are you away from it?
No.
God damn it.
Why do I need to be away from her?
Because I need to cast a thing, and if you're in the vicinity, you will also take the damage.
I have magical shield of block spells, and I also take half damage from spells.
Okay.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna hit you with a bunch of shit.
So
All right. Well, now it is the dwarf's turn. The two are still struggling to get out of their chains, and they do not.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm also behind her, so if you cast it at her, I won't be protecting her if I use my shield.
Okay. And the other four, one of them turns. Well, there's only the other two that are still running. There's two that are dead. One of them turns and looks at her and says, "Mother, I swear I wasn't running. I swear." And he starts coming back towards her.
No,
the other
no.
one runs to the door and starts shaking it to try and get out. Or one of the doors. There's 4 doors along the edges of this arena.
A little bit of Stockholm syndrome.
And then it is Linna's turn.
Yeah, kind of have the staff, kind of thinking about the whole radiant damage thing. You shall not pass. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, exactly. Okay, so we have a guiding bolt.
awesome.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm going to do that.
Which means your hammer goes away because your concentration is not on
That
it
is
anymore.
not it's not a concentration spell.
Spirit weapon.
Ooh.
Nope, not a
To control
concentration
it, it
spell.
is.
No, I don't
To
think
make
so.
it continue attack.
I could have it stay there. It doesn't need to move, but
Right, just sits
it's
there.
a bonus action to move it, and it attacks. Like
Nice.
it's not something that.
Okay.
But it's not like I'm looking at my spell list right now. There's not a
Okay.
C next to it.
So it doesn't say
No.
concentration. Okay.
Does not go away.
Nice.
So guiding bolt at 3rd level. So I am going to try and hit her.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20.
Okay, that does hit.
Actually, sorry, it's actually 21. Pardon me. So yeah, that is 66.
All
of
right.
radiant damage.
Woohoo! Roll your damage.
Okay. $23, and that's without doubling it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that was only 5. Pardon me. 27.
Okay. And that's without doubling
That's
it?
without doubling it. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be... Somebody math for me.
Hold on.
40... 50...
54.
Okay. definitely see the stones start to melt and bubble around her head just a little bit more.
Yes.
Keep doing like that. You might get her down below 300. It'll be great. You guys are so overpowered. Don't give me that.
I don't
my
care. I'm
God.
just having fun.
Yeah.
Bring it.
I don't
Yeah.
either. It was just
If I
fun.
can
It was
kill
fun.
one of you, it'll be a thing of beauty.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not planning on it.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I'm in danger.
And apparently we have
The
A-
spiritual weapon, like, can I move it? It is a bonus action. I
it is a
haven't
bonus
moved.
action. You can move it. Mhm.
Okay, so I do want to move it in front of her.
Okay. So you move it over in front of her. It can't attack without you.
So it's
Controlling it.
so it's since it turned to look at me. Are you gonna put it? You should put it behind her.
Are you
Sure.
saying this in the game? In the
No,
thing?
I would know that. If
Yeah.
he's
I'm just
standing
making
there,
clear.
I've played enough D&D to know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a spiritual weapon. It's not like it's going to block anything.
No, I'm saying if
Yeah.
you put it, you can't put it in front of her because I'm in front of her technically right now. So you have
Okay,
to
it's
put it
just
that's why I was
somewhere
saying-
where he
yeah.
isn't. Yeah.
Okay. Right there.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And then, do you do move action? You've
I
your
am
bonus
by the
action and
mirror.
your spell. Yeah,
I am by the mirror, which I believe puts me more than 30 feet away.
it does.
Okay. Yeah, I am going to stay here because I am still worried about this child.
Gotcha. All right. And now it is Ellie's turn.
Cool. Seeing the radiant damage and seeing where Alex has posted himself, I'm gonna be like, okay. And I will throw it. You said you're in front of her?
Well, I was behind
Yeah, she
her.
turned around.
She turned to look at me.
Okay. So
Yeah.
good, she's not even looking at me.
Right.
So from her perspective, she's just covered in a sphere of vitriolic acid now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So she's got to take a dexterity save.
All right. What is the DC?
15.
All right. She fails.
Great, she takes 40 damage.
Okay.
Acid's not good for statues.
No,
No.
it's not. And at the end of her next turn, she takes another bunches of damage that I will roll at that time.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right.
Nice.
It's just this like psh of
Yeah,
acid.
it's an acid spray, right?
Pretty much. It's
Yeah.
a sphere of acid spray.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, and that doesn't do extra damage. Actually,
It does at the end of her turn. The end
at
of her
the
next
end.
turn.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. It doesn't do it like the radiant damage. She doesn't
No.
have
No.
weakness to it.
No, it's just acid.
Right.
So it
It's
depends
just
on,
a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's acid. So like if she had a weakness to acid or something,
Right.
it would make that much
Yeah.
more.
Which unfortunately she does not have. So now we are back at the top of the round,
Just her.
which means it's her. Alex, she's looking at you. And she says, I hunger. Very quietly. And reaches out to touch your face.
Ah!
This stone hand.
I'm not within 5 feet of her,
You said that you went right up to her. That's how you
Oh,
struck her.
but like I didn't strike her. I cast Moonbeam on her,
Right.
and I
Yep.
don't want to be within 5 feet because it's a 10-foot.
Well, see, now you're kind of
But
But you,
retconning.
yeah, you didn't clarify
you didn't
that. You said you
clarify
went
that.
right
you
up
just
to
said,
her.
You said right
Well, then
up
I
to
would
her.
have been hit by it because I didn't attack. I moved up to her, but not.
Okay,
within-
then I will say that
Sorry,
the
within
next time
striking
that you
feet.
don't say exactly where you are, I will assume right next to her is right next to
Okay,
her.
then I will be as specific as possible.
Right. That's fine. She still does that.
That's fine.
She steps towards you.
She can
thereby
move while
stepping. Yeah, it's
being
she turned her head. But she's moving like those golems that you had. Like
Okay.
it's weird how this is working. And she reaches out to you and she says, "I hunger," and she tries to touch you. What is your armor class? What is your touch AC?
This game doesn't have a touch AC.
Okay, your armor class without armor. Only with your dexterity bonus.
12. Well, no, plus the shield. Because I guess
That's
that
part of the
counts.
armor, yeah.
Yeah, but a shield I can move into the way. So does that?
Well, and so you can move armor into the way, but that's not how what this is working. If you can move the shield in the way, and she'll still touch it, depending on what your touch AC is.
Well, it'd be 12.
Okay. All
And
right.
if she attempts to do this, I will Misty Step out of the way.
Okay. As a bonus action.
Yes.
But you've already. Oh, that's
Oh wait,
right,
no,
it's
I
in
can
your
only do
turn.
that on my turn. No,
On
I
your
can't do
turn.
that on her turn.
You can't do that on her turn. All right, but she reaches out, and she does indeed. She's trying to touch your face. You're going like this. She does get through that 12 armor class, and touches you. And I need you to make me a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Yay.
Oh, at least you've got a +5 and
Lots of
So
things to
23.
protect you. Okay, you easily make that.
Yay,
Which means-
+5 to.
Right. Which, yeah, thank God. All right. She touches just the edge of you, and you feel it. You feel it like your entire spirit is being pulled into her hand. And it hurts. It's like she grabbed your heart and is pulling it through your skin, but it's not. And stuff, but you're able to go "Ugh!" and center yourself in your spirit. And she doesn't manage to pull it out. But you do take 28 points of damage.
so 14.
Right. 28 points of damage minus whatever minuses you have.
You take half.
So
because-
if it's
I
half.
take half. Wait, so is it? I had to make a
It's-
save.
Right. It's not a magical attack. It's not a spell. It's a natural ability of this creature, of this
But
creation.
if it's a natural, if it's magic, it's still magic.
But it's still a magical attack by it's like a dragon breath. Where it's not a spell. It's a natural thing, but it does cause damage. So
Well, if
and
it's
it
not,
could be
it's not
considered
is it physical?
Hmm?
Is it
no.
Innate?
physical? Then it is magical, even if it is a natural magical ability.
Yeah, it's a natural. That's what I just said. It's a natural
Okay.
magical ability.
Well, that's
So you take whatever off of it. So it was 28 points of damage.
okay. So if I make the save, what happens?
If you made the save, that was half damage. was
Okay, so I
28.
take half and then half of that.
And then half of that, so 14 points of
Oh.
damage.
Wait, so half of it. Wait, so the total was what? 40? Something?
No,
28
Or
no, it was
60,
it was 50 something.
50 something?
56.
Okay.
It was, yeah. Now I have to look at my dice all over again, but I had
20.
So half
Don't
of
have
so
enough.
half of it was 28.
right.
Okay, so that half of that is 40.
It was 53. Something like that.
Mm,
So yeah, so you took 14 out of almost 60 points of damage.
I was trying to figure
Mhm.
out what I was minusing to what.
So yeah, thank God you made that save, eh?
What what type of can I discern what type of damage it was?
Roll me a knowledge arcana.
I would assume necrotic.
No, I did not roll. I have no idea.
Okay, you have no idea.
I
All
rolled a
right.
2.
Chris, real
Alright.
quick, because your spell turned her to stone, does that negate any kind of special spells, like special damage? So fire would still be fine, acid's fine, et cetera. Okay.
it's all fine. It's just, I mean, it's not. She's not supposed to be able to be animated, but this is a special kind of
A
instant.
thing. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is the boss fight. as we say.
A boss.
All right, and right,
Yeah,
a boss
okay.
fight. Now, Shauna, it is your turn.
Okay, I
And
am.
she doesn't move beyond that. She's not. She's got 1 foot out of the coffin, 1 foot in.
She's
So she can reach
just a
out.
weeping angel. She can reach out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to point my finger at her, and I'm going to cast Toll the Dead, which is a cantrip. Woohoo!
Okay.
And she's been damaged, correct?
Yes.
Okay, then I do 2d12.
Quite a bit. Okay, and what does it? Why?
It's an instantaneous. She does have a saving throw, and I'm guessing if she makes it, I think. Yeah. If she fails the saving throw, then she takes 2d12.
Okay. So there's a loud bell that goes
It's
bong in the air.
Glorious bells.
For a
It's so
moment.
beautiful and kind of
Yeah.
annoying.
And what is the DC on the wisdom save?
It's 14. It's not that much.
Okay.
I'm trying.
All right. She does indeed roll a 15, so she makes her
Poop.
wisdom save.
That's okay. It was a cantrip. It's fine.
So it takes 1d. Let's see.
It's
Take 1d8 if the target is missing. Oh, it takes 1. Okay.
yeah. And at 5th level, because I'm 7th, she would take 2d12. If
Okay.
I think if she makes the save, then she has no damage.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's okay. I tried.
You did. You did. Do you do move action?
Is the
Because
other?
you were standing right there.
Yeah. I'm.
Were you... Or
I'm
no, that's right. You moved
yeah.
30 feet away with your flight.
Is the dwarf that was back where I had been, Joe, was he out of the chains? Did he manage to get out?
No, Joe was one of the ones still in the chains.
Okay, I'm gonna try and help him get out of the chains. And while I'm helping him, I'm gonna be like, once you're free, you need to get out of here because I know you think this is your mother, but it's not your mother. I'm sorry. I am so sorry to have to tell you that, but it's not your mother, and it's more important that you guys live. We do not want your species to be extinct, okay?
Okay, so you use your move action to get down there.
Yeah, I'm just
Used
like,
a regular action, so as a bonus action, you're trying to untie him.
or just help.
Just
so
help.
that, yeah, so on his
Help
turn,
him on
maybe
his
it
thing.
gives him
Okay,
a,
so you're giving him a bonus.
yeah.
Wonderful.
And I'm
All
just
right.
like trying, and I'm talking to him while I'm doing it.
And he's like, I know that. I didn't. There's so few of us left. They're gonna destroy all of us. There'll be no dwarves.
This feels like it's an obsession or maybe a spell that somebody put on you guys to make you feel like you have to do this. It doesn't feel, this is not good. Not right. It's not right. That's it.
Okay, and now it is Chris's turn.
Somebody get this chick a hamburger.
And you're gonna shoot her. All right.
Shoot her.
In the face.
That is
Simultaneously hilarious and so shitty.
Yeah.
Yes.
All at the same time.
supposed to be shitty because she's evil. Okay, so 12 plus that's 22 to hit.
Okay, that does indeed hit.
Okay, and we're using Colossus Slayer, and she has the Hunter's Mark on. So 4, 8. Sorry, math is hard.
It is.
22 points of damage,
All right.
and I get another shot.
Okay. Normally, if you were shooting like a golem or something, piercing damage like that, they would take partial damage because they would be resistant. In this case, because of the way the magic works, it works against you by raising her armor class, but it works for you because it doesn't give a normal stone resistances to fire and piercing and all of that kind of stuff. So she would take what was the damage again? So she takes the full damage.
Yeah, it was 8 plus 7, 15, 22.
22. All right. All right. And do you move?
No, I attack again.
Okay. As you're using your bonus action to attack again?
No, I get 2 attacks.
Oh. Who gave you that fucking bow?
You did.
We're level 7. We get 2 attacks. now.
Yeah, you get to
Has
attack.
nothing to do with
I know. Who gave you that level?
You did. I'm just kidding.
You did. And the friends we made along the way. So that's a 20 to hit.
All right, that does hit.
Okay, so that only get 2. Yes. 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's all I get.
still something.
All right, still counts a lot. I mean,
I
you guys
will-
are whittling her down pretty fast.
I will fly kind of in a semicircle, like 20 feet to my right,
Okay.
just to, throw her off from where the arrows came from.
Okay. All right, and now it is Alex's turn.
Wait. Well, that almost really sucked.
Almost.
So I don't have to move the moonbeam. It just is there. So
Yeah.
that's
just
that'll
damage.
happen. That's always nice.
And she's still partially in it. She hasn't moved all the way out, just enough to be able to reach out and touch you. So she's like half in. I don't know if that makes a difference.
It, as long as it's touching her, it should be fine.
Okay.
Well then, let's do. First of all, I'm going to use my bonus. Actually, is that a bonus action? See if I can lay on hands on myself. No, that's an action. Okay.
While he's figuring that out, though, did she take her bonus damage at the end of her turn?
At the end of her turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the end of her turn.
Yeah.
So she takes damage at the beginning of her turn and the end of her turn?
She took damage
at the end of her
when I
turn.
hit
Yeah,
her,
so no.
and then
You're
she
right.
happened to be
She would
next.
have that damage.
Roll that
She has
damage.
It was rolled
Now
as
she is
11.
partially out of that acid cloud. But she's
No, but it was
still
at the
partially
end
in.
of her turn. It doesn't matter
Okay.
because it's whatever's on her.
Right.
So it was 11.
Okay. All right.
All right. So, first, moonbeam's gonna do its thing. So that'll happen.
Okay. Roll your damage.
I am doing that. So that is 16. Ooh, that's a good one.
So
16 times 2. So that's 32 damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to I'm going to use compelled duel.
Oh, interesting.
So it must make a wisdom saving throw, and we'll just see if that even happens. So make
Okay.
a wisdom 16 DC 16.
It does indeed make 16 exactly, which I think
If it meets, it beats.
beats it. Right.
Poop. Okay, well,
But that would be cool because that compels her to fight you specifically, right? Instead of anybody else.
yes. Let me see if anything. Oh wait, for the duration. Oh wait, no. Okay, so that was. Does anything happen if it fails? No. So it just didn't
Okay.
happen. That's a bonus action, which is cool.
Okay,
So
Does that destroy the concentration on the moonbeam?
no, because it didn't happen.
Okay.
Since the spell fizzled,
Oh, I
I-
mean, you still cast it though.
does
That's what I'm saying.
that break it? Because if
It
it doesn't go
should.
off, I'm not concentrating if it doesn't actually go off. I don't know how that works. I'm actually asking.
Well, normally the way that I have always had it played is that if you cast another spell, you have to stop the concentration on this one.
Isn't
Not
it
if it
only if you're
succeeds.
casting another concentration
It is
spell?
it is another concentration spell,
Concentration
but I'm
spell.
Oh, it
wondering
is.
if
Okay.
it doesn't go off, does it?
What it means is that you have to choose which one
Yeah.
you want to have up.
Okay,
Do you want to
that
try
doesn't
that one,
matter.
or do you want to do the beam?
Oh no, I already tried it. So if that's
Okay.
how, I just didn't know if that's how that works. So if
Right.
that's how that
So
works,
that
then
is how
that's
that works. So the moonbeam has gone down while you concentrate
All
on
right,
casting
well-
this other one. I am so sorry.
That is fine. Then I will use my action now to use branding smite
Okay.
and then attack it.
Okay.
Since branding smite is another concentration spell, so I'll just use that one.
All right.
Because it also does for extra radiant damage. So it
Okay. Next time you hit a creature, so because you did the one spell as a bonus action, which took down your thing. So this is being your action, is to cast the second bonus spell, or to cast the spell so that it works on your next turn. Because normally you can't cast two spells.
you can only cast one bonus action.
Right.
I can't. So yeah, that would just so be that I can do it
Next round.
next round.
Which
yeah.
means you can attack with it next round. Okay.
Yeah, because normally you'd be able to do that, because since I tried the other thing.
Right.
I thought it was part of the action. That was my fault.
Yeah.
So yeah,
well, that's okay.
Then I will. Then
Brace
use.
for the next attack.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, because you've done your bonus action. You
I
can't.
could-
That is if you use that as your action, then all you have left is a move.
Yes, of which. Nope, I'm just gonna stay there, because if I move, I get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, unless you move just 5 feet back.
Okay, I'll take a 5-foot step.
Okay. So you're right out of touch range for a moment, unless she moves. All right, and now we move to the dwarves.
How many of them are still left?
There's 2 chained ones, and one is walking towards her of the 2 free ones, and one is trying to get out the door, which doesn't seem to be opening.
Ooh.
So there's 4 doors left. And then the sleeping 7th door.
Sleepy. Got it.
At least for right now.
Okay.
Dwarves, what are they doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
my turn. I
Yeah.
am so sorry. Okay. Maybe a little coffee here, and then I will have to show you. The dwarves. Well, the one of them at the door is shaking at the door, trying to get out, can't get out. The one of them that's walking back to the mom, he's got his hands out. He's like, no, really, it's okay. It's okay. I love you. I love you. You read the stories. You made us pies, you know, and it's really kind of pitiful, this pleading, you know. It's clear that whoever this was before they became this thing
It's really important to him.
was really important to them. Exactly. The 2 that are chained, one of them finally, the one, Shauna, that you're helping,
Yeah.
gave him a bonus. He finally gets out of the chains. The other one rolled a 3, still struggling with the chains, can't quite get out.
Okay.
Okay. And as he gets out, he looks at you and he goes, okay. And he takes his run action, or as much as he can of it, his 30-foot movement, towards one of the doors, which puts him almost to the door, but not quite. All right, and now it is Linna's turn.
Okay, so I am going to try and turn undead.
Do it.
Okay,
Ooh.
I mean, why the hell not?
then you'll know.
I'll
one way or
I'll
the
know.
other.
I
Okay.
mean, it's clearly not the person that they thought it was, so
Mhm.
I mean, psychic damage didn't do shit, so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to use my channel divinity, and she's within 30 feet.
Okay.
So she presents her holy symbol and speaks a prayer, and the undead that can see or hear her within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I believe that her spell DC, let me see what that is 15.
Okay.
Okay.
And you see this dice?
Yes?
That
I'm
meant to
not-
kill us?
I'm not rolling it because she's not undead.
Oh, no!
Okay, well,
Or at
I
least the
tried.
thing inside of her is not undead.
Okay, well, okay, now we know.
Now, but you know,
Well,
you know.
That
Now
didn't
That was
work.
an action. Now you have a move and a bonus action.
The bonus action is that spiritual weapon's gonna go over and hit her.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay. Let me just see.
What kind of damage does spiritual weapon do? I don't know.
It does
Spiritual.
Yeah.
Spiritual.
I'm not even really sure. It's not. I don't think it's radiant. I'm thinking it's I'm thinking it's like what a magic missile would do. What
Mhm.
Yeah, it's probably.
I'm thinking it's
Which
that.
would be arcane.
Well, yeah, but it's force. I think it's
Right.
force.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let me check.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think it's radiant.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that. But
Okay. Well, and you rolled. Did you roll to hit?
yeah. I am gonna do that. I'm just looking to find where. Okay,
Platinum Blonde says
force.
force.
It's force.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Force.
Thank
That's
you.
what I thought it was. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what we got.
Thanks, Platinum.
Ooh. Okay. 16 plus 7. I'm
All
thinking
right.
that's gonna hit.
16 plus 7
so
does indeed hit.
It is a D8 plus 4. Oh,
Okay.
and that is max damage. That would be 12 damage.
Nice.
Max damage.
Nice. Yes.
I need to make a character name.
And
Like a good
my
burlesque band name.
my free action is basically to turn around to Ellie and say, "Well, she's not undead," because that didn't work, like at all.
Yep. Yep,
Good to
sorry.
know, because I've
Yeah.
always wanted to do this.
Okay. And now it is your turn, Ellie. As,
And on
as
that
Lena
note-
turns to you and says, "Not undead."
I've always wanted to do this. And I shoot 6 scorching ray flames at her.
Okay.
What is her AC?
19.
Balls, butts, and everything in between. Actually, only 2 of them don't hit then.
Okay.
So that only takes away 7 points of damage. So she gets 33. There it is. 33 points of damage, of fire damage.
Okay. And they hit her, and you see that the stone chips a little bit, and then where it hits her, it begins glowing and flaming a little bit. But it doesn't seem to be stopping her, and she turns and looks at you. So now she's stone. She's half melted. She's like got lava things coming out of her a little bit with the flames and stuff. Like somehow she's like absorbing that fire. It did damage her,
Okay.
but now it's part of her.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend that extra sorcery point and make myself immune to fire for a bit.
Okay, that sounds
gonna-
like a very good
that-
idea.
Oh, also plus 4. So take 4 more points of damage.
Okay,
We're learning all sorts of things.
yes, you are.
We
You're
haven't.
learning how a very sleep-deprived GM makes up monsters.
I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna be
Um,
resistant to fire damage for a while now.
There you
Haven't
go.
even seen its final form.
Yep, it's almost. All right. Now it is top of the round, which means it is its turn.
It.
Good description.
See, I can be shitty to it.
I think if it got well, it's a stone. It's stone. Is stone female or male? Who knows?
Well,
I mean, there's
I mean,
also
there's
there are
that.
other
I'm
options.
rolling. I'm rolling the
There are other
one
options.
dice.
there are
Okay.
other options, but this
It's also it's
10 dice. Who does
they're
it
a
attack?
monster.
isn't it.
Yeah, this one in particular is definitely in it.
Mm-hmm. Shauna,
Yes.
the head turns to look at you.
As I'm helping. Oh wait, no, Joey's good.
Yeah, because he was right there.
Get out.
And she reaches out towards you. And it's like, even though she's 30 feet away from you, it's almost like her hand is right there. What is your AC? You touch
Six.
it. Touch AC.
Oh,
so
oh.
AC without armor, only with dex.
Let me see what it would be.
Rogue hard.
15. My armor only gives me a 1. So
Okay.
Rogue hard.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
rogue hard.
put away what? I
And much like with Alex, where he just was like, ugh, ugh, and shrugged it right off, even though she misses, you feel it like brush you. And it's like every part of whatever this invisible hand is, like every part of you screams out. You can feel like part of your spirit being torn away. But it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't get enough of a grip to even make you have to save.
Okay.
But you feel the pain.
Of what
and
that
you
could be.
realize that what that could be. But you managed to make the save. So you only take,
Oh god. Okay.
much like Alex made the save as well. So, what's half of 39 points of damage?
Let me pull out my handy dandy calculator. You
20.
said 39?
Yeah, so that
Round
would be
up 20.
Yeah,
rounded
20.
up to 20. So 20
Yeah.
points of damage.
Okay.
That's the half damage from having made the save.
Oh, you goddamn son of a bitch.
Or made the AC.
Got it.
All right, so 20 points. But
Okay.
Alex has got a thing here that makes you
No.
take. No.
Wait, is she within 10 feet of me?
No.
Me? No.
No.
How does she touch her?
She didn't.
She didn't
Oh.
touch her. Remember how when she reached out towards the dwarf, but it was running
Mhm.
30 feet away from her or more?
Some kind
But
of
it was
cool-
like it hit him
something.
anyway. So it's like a projectile, but it's not really a projectile. It's a spiritual hand of some sort. Okay? And then she does move. She steps her other foot out of the coffin. And then she turns and looks at all of you. She did a 5-foot move. And she reaches down and she touches the ground.
Okay.
And her
Good
bonus
thing I'm
action.
Reaction.
Yeah? Yeah?
I'm gonna fly up.
Yeah.
The reaction. Lift for myself
Okay.
up.
She touches the ground. Everybody who is on the ground, make me a dexterity save.
Not me.
That's me.
DC 15.
Natural 20.
Yay.
Ah, nice.
Oh, yeah.
21.
She's rooted.
Uh-huh. Okay, so
You shall not pass.
You shall not knock me over.
Someone else pointed this out. I should say I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am.
You're
I am
somewhere
Lina.
So you are
Groot
you are
and Poison
rooted.
Ivy.
Yeah.
A poison
And of
ivy
the-
group. Groot. Oh my god.
Right?
Of the
Yeah.
3 dwarves that are up and walking and running different directions and stuff, one of them maintains their feet as all of a sudden the entire ground, I mean, you're Californians, you know, it starts shaking as an earthquake, and the rest of you are like, ride it out. You're dexterous enough or grounded or gritted enough. The 2 of you are in the air like, oh, thank God. But all but one of the running dwarves is knocked prone.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And that is the end of her turn, and now it is Shauna's turn.
Get under a table.
Okay. Is she still? Is Lina? Is your spiritual weapon still within like 5 feet of her? Would that give
Not
me?
quite. Because she
It did
stepped,
attack her.
but she did move.
Oh, she took a
out.
5-foot step, so it's 10 feet away now?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So no, you don't have.
That's okay. I am still going to do this anyway.
Okay.
I'm going to do basically the same thing I did the first time, where I'm going to fly up. I'm going to try and hit her with my little dagger,
Okay.
and I just won't hit it at advantage or with extras.
Oh, but
I fucking love this dagger. So I have this dagger that you gave me, OGM of Wonderfulness, says if I
Okay.
roll a natural 18, 19, or 20 on the dice, it
Right.
is an automatic kill. So I rolled a 19 on the dice.
Okay.
And what do you
Nope,
want to
nope, nope,
happen?
nope.
Okay. I prepared for this.
Shit!
I figured.
What
God
kind of
damn
GM
it.
wouldn't I be? I gave you that to you, right?
I know.
I prepared for this.
Ah, that's
And
okay.
you feel it go in, and you feel the stone seize up around it a little bit. As you pull it back out, you realize you hit a killing blow. And the stone begins to fall.
Did I turn her back
Crumbles
human?
around you. It crumbles around you, and she actually dissolves.
Oh no.
And
But-
coming all of a sudden, standing up out of her body,
Oh god.
and up, and up,
Oh my god.
and up, and up, is a purple spiritual entity.
You.
And he
Piece
ends
of
up
shit.
being about 70 feet tall.
Well, that's how it was reaching everyone.
hmm
Okay.
And it turns
Okay
and
then.
it goes, and it bellows.
Okay.
And everybody make me
This is
a
awesome.
Constitution save.
Yes, Constitution. Remember, everybody.
Yep.
You have a
yep.
+1.
Me.
Ran
Those
up-
of you, everybody
well,
but
actually-
Lena,
Well, actually, also,
and
Shauna,
a +5.
you're now within 5 feet of you're within 10 feet of me, so you will get the +5.
Oh, that
Yeah.
gives me a +5 on top of my +2?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yep.
good.
Constitution save.
18.
Okay.
I don't get the plus, so
Yeah, 18 makes it.
okay.
Okay,
14.
cool. So soft 20.
Okay.
22.
I'm a 17 because of the +5.
Okay. Ellie and the
14.
dwarves. Right.
Don't
Ellie
you-
and the dwarves. That shout, the sonic just boom of it. It's not even an attack. It's just how it talks.
You
And
have very
it's like a punch in the face. And it knocks you right out of the air.
Yeah.
Doesn't really do a lot of damage, but it's just so stunned, and you are stunned for 1 round.
Yeah. I mean, that full on tracks. I have very sensitive ears.
hmm Yeah, so you are on the ground now, stunned for 1 round. And this thing that's standing up, it's purple. It's clearly not solid, but it looks demonic.
like the
Yeah.
demonic from the things we're fighting?
Sort of, but not so pretty.
Okay. Okay.
But it's not solid. It's a spirit. And
Okay.
that also happens to hit all of the dwarves, which are knocked prone. And Drog wakes up from the sleep because he was hit too.
Okay.
All right.
Thank God he's still restrained.
Well, at this point, he might help us.
Mm-hmm. And it is now. Let's see, Chris's turn.
Yep. Well, I'm going to fly back 30 more feet.
Okay.
I am 90 feet away. Because
Okay. You can't actually go 90 feet away. The entire arena is only 60 feet.
oh, it's like a dome?
Mhm.
I did not understand that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they were trying to get out the doors instead of just running up the stairs or anything. There are 4 doors.
Okay. Well, I will fire a couple shots and then I will fly 30 feet to my left.
Okay.
13 plus 10. No, oh, I'm sorry. 14 plus 10 is 24.
Okay.
But is this actually going to do anything?
This is where you will see.
12. 23 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
And that's 26 to hit, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
15 points of damage. And then I
And then you fly off to the side.
off to
And
the
it's
side.
interesting because the arrows just kind of seem to go right through it. Kind of like, almost like they're going through water. It's a weird look, you know, like it creates a ripple as it goes through and comes out the other side. But you can see where it like, the color changes a little bit as it goes through, like you probably damaged it.
That was weird.
Mm-hmm. It is very strange. All right, Alex, it is your turn.
All right, so I'm still standing near it, right?
You're right, because it's so big now, you are literally right next to it again.
Okay.
Looking way up at it.
Okay, well, it's just, why not? Let's try it again. I'm going because
Okay.
I can, because I have a bonus action. Let's try.
Well, yeah.
Well, actually, no, I don't, because because my smite would go away. That's
Yeah,
bad.
well, and
Um,
exactly, because you just cast that,
Yeah.
so might as well use it.
Might as well. So we're just going to hit it a lot.
Okay.
And I can actually use Booming Blade on top of this, which is pretty cool. But it only works for the first attack. So,
Okay.
But Branding Smite will work for both. All right, so this is a lot of. So I'm going to attempt to hit it twice. So
Okay.
I'm going to roll 2 attacks just to see if I hit first. Oh, so one is a natural 20,
All right.
and one is a 16 to hit.
Okay. So 16 won't hit, the 20 will. But it's a crit, so it'll do double damage.
And you smite,
And you smote it too, so
Yeah,
that
that's
adds
the-
on some extra damage.
and that's divine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which
so,
now might make some sense as to why radiant damage did more.
So
Hell yeah.
that's going to be. Well, luckily the first hit was the 20. The second was the. All right, so that's going to be the Booming Blade damage, which is. Gosh darn, this is. Sorry, there's just a lot of math to do.
Yeah. That's why I'm letting you do it and not me.
All right, so we got the Booming Blade, which is. So that's this. Okay, so that's 7 damage plus the. And now we're gonna do. Actually, we'll do all normal damage first, and
Okay.
then we'll do radiant, and then we do the long sword attack.
Okay.
There's 1d8 plus 8. Okay, so that is 17.
Okay.
So that's
That's
17.
just for the sword.
Yes. So that's 17 plus the. What was it before that? 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 17 plus 8 is the normal damage. And then I have to roll the radiant damage.
Yep. Which is like 2d8 or something like that.
Check. I have to go down to the spells. Sorry, this is just a lot of. I knew what I was gonna do, but I still have to like search around everything. Okay, so that's another. It's another 2d6. Out, I rolled a 5 and a 4, so that's going to be another 9, and that's going to be tripled
Okay.
because it's doing double damage
And it's a crit. Yeah.
and it's a crit. Actually, does it double the damage first, and then because it's radiant damage, that damage gets doubled?
No. No. Because it's a crit, it's going to double the normal crit damage, and then the radiant damage is another kind of
no.
a thing.
It's so that's what I'm saying. It doubles the damage, so it would double it and then double it again. So it's not. It doubles the damage, and then because it's radiant, that damage will then get doubled again.
No, that's you had it right the first time, so it'll double the damage, and then it'll get the extra 1. It's not going to double. It's going to double and then have 1 extra.
Well, the radiant will get doubled.
Not
so
the way
it's-
that I see it. We can
Well,
do
it's
it
9
that way.
damage. It's
That
9
seems-
9 radiant damage. The crit
Right.
doubles that to 18, and then
Right.
because it does double damage because it's radiant, it will do 36
Okay, we'll let
just
that
in
happen.
radiant. And then I did 12, or I did. Was it
You have 17 plus
17
8 plus
plus
36.
Okay, 17 plus 8 is 25.
Mm-hmm.
And then that gets doubled because of just the crit, so that's 50.
Right.
So 50 plus 36 is 86.
Okay.
It's a hell of a round.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeez.
Let's see. I'll add that later. Okay. So as your sword goes through it, you feel an odd bit of resistance, like it was going through water, but it's not going through water. It's going through this spirit, whatever this is. It does do the same kind of diffraction like Chris's arrows did for your thing, but where it glows, where the radiant hits it, it actually changes color and stays red from the purple. Like whatever it was doing didn't go back to what it was before. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And now it is Dwarf's turn. All of them are prone, but one. The one that was not prone was the one over at the door. And he finally manages to get the door open.
Yay.
And flees. Yes. The others spend their round getting up. Okay? They don't really say anything because they're kind of stunned still. So it's just like, they're getting up, except for the one that's still in chains. He just lays there, kind of still, more still than maybe he should be.
No.
So next it is Linna's turn.
Okay, first thing she does is turn to the child and say, if you can do anything, now would be the time. I don't know if she or he can do anything, but I'm gonna try. And I am going to guiding bolt this thing, and my spiritual weapon is gonna swing at it.
Okay.
So guiding bolt is 18.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay. So it is.
Actually, no, I'm sorry, it doesn't. 19 is the AC right now.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
no, I take that back. It's 18.
Okay.
18 hits because it's 17 because it's not stone anymore.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, so that is 18 times 2, basically, because it's all
Okay.
radiant damage.
Okay, so 18 times 2 is
36.
34.
36.
Oh, 36, yeah.
Yeah. And then
I'm an artist, I don't do math.
That's okay. I don't usually either. Okay, so then the spiritual weapon is going to attempt, and it only gets a 17, so I think it misses.
Okay, 17 is exactly what you need to hit.
Oh, okay.
So that will hit.
Awesome. So that is 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Just regular.
Good
We
old
said that was force.
Force
That was
damage, yep.
force damage, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And that's it for me.
All right, Ellie.
I'm
Ellie,
stunned.
it's your turn.
I'm stunned.
Yep, you're stunned for this turn.
Yeah.
But I want you to roll me a perception check. Since you're stunned, you're not busy focusing on other stuff.
Since you have ADHD.
Find the point. Find the
Uh-huh.
weak
Oh,
point.
it's a nat 20!
Okay. And you're stunned and you're like on the ground and you're like going, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? And you notice something. Coming through the door that the dwarf just ran out of. You met her before in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
This would be the queen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she comes in and she's watching what's going on, but not doing anything else just yet. But you're the only one that noticed her at this particular point in time.
Well, I'm
'Cause you're the
stunned, so I-
only one that's not completely engaged in combat.
Right, and I'm stunned, so I can't really
Do anything
warn.
about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
All right. Okay, we get to the top of the round. And this, whatever the hell this is, something weird happens. And it screams out in that deep, booming voice. Everybody else roll me a Constitution save again. It says, no, it's not time.
Me again, too.
Everybody.
Shauna, you're
21.
still getting the +5.
Yeah. And this is just straight out Constitution Stonic thing.
22.
All right.
18.
18.
23.
Yes,
Right.
there's pluses to being a tree.
Mhm. How about you, Chris?
21.
Okay, all of you make your save. Yep. It was a 15 DC. You
I'm
all make your
expecting-
save so you are not stunned and stuff. As it starts glowing and stretching, all weird. And it's like, no, it's not time. And then it starts compressing and compressing. And then it explodes.
That's maybe not good.
Yeah, that may not be good.
Maybe. I mean, good, but not great.
Good and not so good. Yeah.
So each of you take 72 points of damage. Oh, wait. No, you don't.
I'd be dead.
You're standing there
Closer.
with the sound of the thing, and you realize, see, each of you are covered with a white sphere, and the shrapnel or the whatever this is coming out of this thing, this purple light of, and it's a lot like shrapnel because it's bouncing off of those spheres, and then it disappears. It's gone. The spheres fade around you. And you look and you see that Drog is nothing more than a puddle of dwarven-shaped blood,
Ooh.
as is the
Listen, our
dwarf
Deus
that
Ex
was,
Machina hates dwarves. I don't know what to tell you.
right, which is also the dwarf that's chained up. But the other two dwarves were going like this, and they had spheres too.
What happened to the mirror?
And you go look at the mirror,
Oh, yeah.
and the spirit is standing right at the edge of the mirror. And it goes, Mommy! And that's where we're going to end the game tonight.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's her mother. Yes.
Yeah, she said it was.
I mean,
Yep.
I'm not her mother.
Are you my mummy?
Are you? Yes.
Are you my mummy?
But
All
I'm-
right.
I'd be a little afraid if that was the case.
If that was, well, I don't know. If you're going, wait a minute, me? Wait,
Listen, it's a fantasy world. Don't ask questions.
don't ask questions.
Okay.
There's more story. It's my
What?
Deus Machina,
Okay.
but I'm introducing something that's very important that you'll get next session.
Next time.
Next time on Steel, Storm,
Storm
and
and
Tempest.
Tempest.
Also, I'm
The
gonna do
Beyblade game.
a
Yes.
quick pitch just because I won't be here next week, but Chris definitely will be. If you happen to be at Los Angeles Comic Con December 3rd, Chris and I have a panel at 3 to 5 p.m. in room 402A, I believe.
I think it's A.
Yeah,
It's either A or B. It's one of those.
I believe it's A. Think Apple for the show that we're on. Anyway, but yeah, we've for our other D&D podcast, we're actually doing a live performance there too. So if you're in town and you get to see it,
that's
Yeah,
exciting,
stop by.
guys.
Very cool.
I
Yeah.
wish they would live stream it because I would like to see that.
we'll be recording it and putting it on the podcast.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's
Oh,
called
X Scatter
Attackers of
says I
Opportunity."
need tickets to Comic Con.
Yes.
Well,
Attackers
yeah.
of Opportunity is. Yeah.
Attackers of
Nice.
Opportunity.
I'm on the other end of the continent, so I will just have to say,
What? You're not.
have a
gonna find
wonderful
that?
time.
I'm offended.
And
Personally.
I'm rather up north.
Go freeze your butt off.
That'll hurt.
You don't have to tell me to do that.
It's already happening. Yes,
It's
yes.
already happening.
Get ready to shovel your
Yeah.
car out and then have the plow come by and
Yeah.
So I'm noticing in the chat that a lot of people have said, this song's going through my head right now. This song's going through my head right now.
Yeah.
We really should have you guys in the chat make us a playlist of songs to go for the
Spotify.
episode.
That would be fun.
And I'll put them out. Yeah. So that would be fun.
Yeah, in response to Ranger Gauntlet, that Tabaxi was from the photo shoot Chris and I and the rest of our team did for that exact podcast. So thank you.
Yeah. Which is
Very
cool.
fun.
And
Also, I was just going to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. who's
happy
listening to America,
Thanksgiving. Yes, we'll see you
Thanksgiving.
after that. I hope that you eat plenty and have good company. And watch this space. I'm actually directing a little film right now starring one of the very small actors from Doctor Who. So,
Wonderful. Very
Is
cool.
it who I think it is?
huh?
Is it who I think it is?
Oh,
I
was
don't
he?
know. Who do you think
Was
it is?
he a guest on this very stream?
It was not. No. it's
Okay.
not.
No.
Thought I'd ask.
No.
Okay.
No.
And also our very own Shauna.
Yay!
Yay.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Yes, happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Thanks for coming.
So you wander and search and you dream and you talk. Look for the key that might someday unlock all the answers you need.